Ascending with Ashley. I'm Ashley. Jesus, excuse me. Anyway, hi. Fluids. And our vitamins. Yes, this is a ice cream thing that came with Niles Play-Doh ice cream maker, and I use it to give us our vitamins. Anyway, good morning. The doggos are inside because it is raining, and they are pussies. Woodstock, my husky doesn't like puddles. You only knew, bro, right? I tell him all the time, your ancestors, sir, did not have that luxury. Anyway. Oh, he's a desert husky, though. Alright, hey. Sorrow? What the fuck? We're using, a synchronicity deck. I don't know how long I have, but breakfast is made, so if he wakes up, I can just deliver it. Empress and Sorrow. What are we sorrowing over an Empress? Empress is like hella nurture. Empress energy is the graduation of all of this queens. So it's like the ultimate nurturer within balance of mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical being. Rebel. Speed and rebel. Sorrow. I fucking love this song. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I used this song in a project in my undergrad? It was a project about child soldiers in Africa. And I used this song in my PowerPoint because its chorus is, I've got soul, but I'm not a soldier. I thought it was profound, but again, I've been ahead of the time. Reflection and healing. So maybe you're just like empressing yourself. You're nurturing yourself. Don't mind this. I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's get 8. That's 9. Silence, princess, and attraction. So a lot of feminine energy here. I don't know who I'm talking to. Let me get the yin yang out, and we're gonna clarify. This is the synchronicity deck. Interesting energy. I feel like, okay, so there's a few things that are happening at like a collective level. One of those things is the rise into the divine feminine energy. Many women are in this process of decentering men, of choosing celibacy or abstinence, of understanding their worth and their innate ability to provide for themselves. And this is the first generation that has been able to do this under patriarch. And then on the opposite end of that, you have the admin or the system really going down on women because of this. So as the divine feminine rises, the divine masculine, the masculine energy, the masculine, the men are, I mean, it doesn't necessarily need to be men. I don't really need to do this disclaimer. Just take it how it fits for you. But masculine energy is forced into their own growth and healing process because they are activated by divine feminine energy, right? So we have this pushback from the current admin because the patriarch is losing control, right? So like 2 days ago Trump just signed something for next year that like women can't have bank accounts anymore. We're going back that far, so that's what you guys meant when you said America was great? Get the fuck out of here. So that's why I talk about the divine unions all the time. Well, not all the time, but when these readings come out, because the feminine energy is holding this spiritual space and providing and like working through, like we're grounding in light codes and visions that we are receiving from greater realms to support humanity, the earth, nature. And then you have the systems in place that are doing literally everything they can to destroy that. So the main player in this is masculine energy, or people who hold predominant masculine energy, men who have been disconnected from their warrior spirit, right? I just did a reading on the warrior spirit. But men, I mean, there's a lot of things happening right now, and I feel like that's what this is about. We've got Empress, Rebel, Princess, Reflection, Healing, Attraction, Silence, Sorrow, and Speed. So it's collectively we're in this like tango, if you will, of like my brain was like, yeah, Topanga's on Dancing with the Stars when I said tango. Again, they're really, really targeting millennials specifically because they know that we have the ability to we hold the ability to have a successful revolution. And that's why all of this, and I've been saying this for years because I've been noticing it for years. The way that the Super Bowl people are being lined up, the way that all of our bands from when we were growing up in the early 2000s have come back out of retirement or out, to like tour again. It's all being done. New movies that we liked or things like that being reintroduced. So, like the Harry Potter stuff, so that we can like indoctrinate our children into those times. It's this, the system uses that nostalgia as a tool for control. But ultimately, there is this gender divide. I mean, we're well aware of that. But the patriarch is losing control, which is why they have so much urgency on their side of things, because we are rebelling. We are stepping into, I mean, I've never been so powerful as I am now. I've completely embodied these two energies. Since my motherhood. Niall's birth was my reawakening. Niall's birth was my moment of rebel and stepping into this mama energy. I had a friend read my natal chart, and he's like, I don't even think you're a mama bear. He's like, you're deeper than that. You're like, he said, I don't remember what he said. I think he said a bull or something. He was like, if anyone comes at you or your child, you are going to and yeah, I will, And so I just feel like it's that thing. It's like women are no longer fearing that, and they're pushing us back into that space, right? What was that big blink? Did the FBI just take a screenshot? Fuck off. All right, we have Mercury, messages, travel, communication. I think the bottom line, though, is if you are a masculine watching this, I think the beginning part of your healing starts when you recognize that you yourself are also oppressed by the patriarch. And I don't think you can get to that point until you feel it yourself, unfortunately. Just like all of us, though, all of us have been through some sort of sorrow. We've been silenced in some way that has forced us to reflect on what that was and heal ourselves. Right? I'm like really into the Smashing Pumpkins lately, which I never really have been. I really like them. I also enjoy Smashing Pumpkins, and it 'tis the season. Alright, we have Party External. Yeah, that's what's gonna keep you stuck. I mean, that comes out all the fucking time, right? It's this choice of, it's just like everything. It's a choice to either make yourself better, really step into this Empress energy. And a lot of masculine energy, if you are masculine watching this, you're not even going to be able to receive that because the patriarch has made you fear femininity so deeply, right? We have Twin Flames at the bottom of the deck, but I'm not taking it because that's not what we're trying to do here. I mean, we're talking about the balance of energies, but remember awakening. This is the fucking process. And we have receive and open here. So it's like, be open to receiving I mean, this is like, both of these images are speaking to, my finger is giving me the ick. These are both, these are both speaking to, like, I used to be a lifeguard, and this is very much giving, like, someone needing help, right? Like, someone, like, oh my god, please help me, right? Like, this is the like someone hanging off a cliff, and they're like, take my hand, right? Remember, awaken, and be open to receiving. So if you're in this energy, okay, so this is like the spiritual aspect of it. But then here on this earth plane, we have these things that are causing distractions. Commitments, careers, contracts, and partying and external. And I mean, this is just a reoccurring theme because this is part of the decolonizing work that's necessary. Are these things bringing you joy, or are they bringing you sorrow? And this sorrow card, hi Marley, this sorrow card, do not get up. Where do you think you're... Oh my god. Why the fuck did you just do that? I'm so sick of these animals. I'm ready to put them in a shed on the land. I don't want to live with them anymore. And in the future, when I have my own house, I'm not going to. Can't coexist with these fuckers anymore. Anyway, did you just see that though? That was so uncalled for and rude. This is my desk. It's crazy. Anyway, so on this sorrow card, we have all of these different paths that we could choose, right? And you don't even have to stay on the path. I always say this all the time when we get this card, is that you could choose to go off the path. But either way, there's no need to feel so much sorrow. There's just a need to make a pivot, to make a change, to do something a little bit differently to get you out of feeling like this. You don't have just one choice. You have multiple choices that have already been like explored, and then you also have, you can do whatever the fuck you want, right? So are we going to stay in this space of seeking external validation, of partying? The last time this card went out, I went on a whole tangent about the ego, but there is a separate ego card, but they usually come out together, so I got them mixed up. But anyway, are we staying in a relationship or in a career or in a geographic location because we are obligated to, or because we are, I guess I don't need to expand on that, but like, or are we choosing to travel away to, again, message in a bottle is kind of that SOS energy that these images are also giving. It's like, what are you willing to do for yourself, right? And how can you get there? Are you reaching out for help? Are you asking for advice from people that you respect or inspire you? Or like, what are you doing to empower yourself so that you can transcend into unity within yourself, right? Again, finding that balance of masculine and feminine energy. The masculine energy is the doing, is the expansion, and the feminine energy is the being, is the nurturing, right? And then we have light and dark, right? The good things about us, the things that we don't like about us. Coming to a place of finding peace within both of those things, right? That's what this is. And then also balancing our spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical way of being. That's going to put us in that Empress or Emperor energy. Do you take vitamins? I just recently started taking vitamins. I take oregano oil, and I take fish oil, and I take iron. I'm a low iron baddie. And then I got some from TikTok Shop. I don't know what they are. I think ashwagandha and apple cider vinegar or something. I don't know. TikTok Shop has been really great for new supplements for me. So if you're maybe looking to make some, okay, maybe this is about love. There's definitely love coming through from both decks. We have attraction coming out and chemistry and passion. So maybe this is about you finding that stability within yourself. These are both attraction. This is hot Mars energy. Mars energy in the tarot rules the Emperor, and the Emperor drives the chariot. So again, if you're masculine, your role is to pursue. The divine feminine at a collective level has been encouraged to sit back, We've done enough work in the spiritual realm to support. It is the Emperor or the Divine Masculine energy. It's their turn to take that, what we've provided in the esoteric levels, and root it, ground it on the planet. That is the role of the divine unions. And I'm only speaking to that because we have so much attraction, hot chemistry, passion here. With transcendence as well. I mean, Twin Flames did make a guest appearance as well, so. Alright. So, I guess the whole point of this reading is, where have you allowed your silence to bring you sorrow? Where do you need to speak up or move away from things that are making you feel stuck? There's no reason to feel stuck. Whenever you feel stuck, you make a move, right? Like, think about rush hour. If you're stuck on the fucking highway, and you can't move, I mean, I can't do that shit. That's why I don't live in a big city anymore. That shit irked the fuck out of me. I would always get off at the exit. I'd be like, I don't care if I gotta stop at all the fucking red lights. It's better than being in gridlock fucking traffic, not being able to move. Like, I would get claustrophobic. So I'm like, you know what, if it's gonna take me longer, I don't care. I need to be moving. So, it's just an analogy. But where do you feel stuck or stagnant? Where are you being called to rebel? Do things differently? Are you reflecting on your own healing, or are you expecting someone else to do it? And this is also about the masculine stepping back into their, like, recognizing your own spiritual life, right? So I don't know how men perceive themselves, but I do know that under patriarch and religion, which are one and the same, the religion uses patriarch and patriarch uses religion, spirituality is seen as woo-woo or witchcraft, or it's deemed this undesirable feminine trait, right? I mean, hello, the Salem witch trials. So witches are just people who have alchemy ability, right? I mean, to each their own on how they use those abilities, but why are you so afraid of that? Because you have it within you as well. Men also have intuition, right? So, like, be open to receiving the signs and synchronicities and messages from whatever it is you believe in. And if you don't believe in anything, believe in your higher self. Believe that there's a part of you that doesn't have to deal with this 3D reality, that wants better for you, that wants you to find your other half, that wants you to find this balance, this passion, this drive, this love for life, and make it fucking happen, right? But you have to heal yourself from the patriarch. You have to call yourself out on the way that you think about women in particular. Remember, dude bros, that you are only on this planet because you came through a woman. And if you don't have respect, holy shit. So as a channeler, when things like that happen to our bodies, that's part of the fucking message. What are you holding back on? What are you holding back on? Right? How are you showing up for women in your life? Not as a doormat, but are you showing up as a masculine energy? As a woman, we want to be able to rely on you, and we can't. Because when we get around you, all we feel is lust or hatred. But a lot of the times, most of the times, all of the times, that's some sort of projection, because you, as masculine energies, again, if you're not, we all have feminine and masculine energies in us, so even if you are a feminine in feminine energy, this could pertain to you as well. But it's this, it's the denial of who you are. It's the refusal to honor women or empress or feminine energy even within yourself, right? I mean, I've been on TikTok the past few days. I've been seeing a lot more dudes coming across my FYP, calling out other men, talking about how creating like safe spaces using their platforms for women to share their stories about men, and then using their, inside, we all are familiar with the man's club, okay? It's unhealthy. It's unhealthy to hate yourself so much that you hate women when you yourself wouldn't exist without a woman. As a mother of a son, this is something that I really, really, really have a hard time, especially as a single mother. There's no man here to show my son how to be a man. I am a woman from a woman's perspective, and at times when he is in the wrong or doing things that are inappropriate, it's a big fuck no for me. It's a, even if it's just touching or, like I don't like to be touched. I've been touched so badly in my life that sometimes he will just randomly touch me, and I'm like, I don't consent to that. And he's 6 now, so we are having those conversations that we can't just touch people, that we have to keep our hands to ourselves. And when someone tells you to stop, you need to fucking stop, okay? But I can only share that from my point of view, right? So if you're a man and you heard things like that growing up and it made you grow up to be disrespectful to women, I'm gonna need you to reconnect with who the fuck you are and how you got here, okay? I don't know, just reading it. Did not see this going this way. Start doing the things you love, make a difference, have an open heart. Trust your crazy ideas. There is nothing like a dream to create the future. Live your life. Respectfully, we need to get back into our divine energy. And your divine energy is, for men, it really is this deep, deep decolonizing. I think it's interesting that we started talking about men so much, because the feminine cannot flourish without the protection of men, especially in these times. I think that's how we got here. This Empress energy, I mean, I do not leave my house. There's a reason for that. It's not safe for me and my son out there, okay? It's safer in some parts because I am white. I do have privilege. But I don't feel safe. I don't go to big stores anymore because of trafficking. I've already been trafficked. I'm not trying to do that again. It was not a fun experience. Women are trying to step fully into their power, and we are pulling back from society. We are pulling back from men. We are pulling back from unhealthy relationships, whether they're friendships or family, of other women who are still centering men, who are still actively misogynist and upholding the patriarch because they are married to a man. That's my entire family. I'm the only woman in my family that is a single mother because I do not put up with men, because I grew up without a father. My dad died at 14 when I was 14. That changed my life. I did not have to go to a man for approval. Thank God. But that's why I am the way I am. I don't let men talk to me like that. I'm strong on my own, but I'm also not going to go out there looking for something to happen for me. Women want to be soft. We want to be nurturing. We want to be treated with flowers in our hair. We want to be kind to the animals and plants because that is our role as nurturers. But when you have people completely obliterating the entire planet, preying on women, preying on children, preying on animals, preying on the fucking planet itself, and you don't have anyone checking that, hello, step into your role, please. Your role is to protect. That's the thing about men in this society. You guys are ruled by this partying, by this chemistry, by this external validation, right? If you don't have balance within yourself, this attraction is fucking gross. Okay, we know we're hot. We know you want to stick your dick in us. That's not the point. The point is that you need to find balance within yourself, and you need to acknowledge and respect the women in your life. the fuck? Have a good one.